Hey, what's going on, everybody? We're fashionably late. What's going on? Buffalo Will, cousin Vinny. What's up, everybody? How's it going out there? What's going on, Vinny?
What's up? We on PR time.
PR time.
We're on Puerto Rican time, man. A couple minutes
Man,
late, but we're here. But we here. We here. We here.
I don't know
We
about
faithful.
you. Puerto Rican time. I'm always on time. We're having technical difficulties.
Yes, sir.
That's all. Just little technical difficulties. Whoa, where you going? Vinny's
Trying
showing
to
us
get
the whole house.
I'm
He's
trying to get this thing. I just walked in the door literally from work, so I'm trying to get it right, man.
all right. Well, Vinny's working on that right now. As always, whoa, man, you making me feel like Blair Witch right now. As always, another week, Thursday. We're going to talk about some football around the league, and we want to talk, as always, our Buffalo Bills. Just another day on Viva Los Bills. So while Vinny's getting straight out, I'm going to reach down to my handy dandy cooler. I kind of
Oh,
went
oh,
your
hold
route
on.
this
Hold
week.
on. E, you got to give me my beer.
Oh, look at this. Gonna have special guests on. We're gonna have a
Yes,
beer.
sir.
Hold on, let me get in my little cooler. Special guest. All right. So I kind of went your route this week, and I went with these seltzer waters, spike seltzer, whatever you want to call it.
Uh-huh.
I ended up getting a press
Oh, I never heard of that one.
blackberry hibiscus. Maybe it's kind of healthy at the same time. I doubt it. But let's see what we got. Premium alcohol seltzer, 12 flow ounces. This one's not like yours. It only has 4% alcohol.
Oh,
Nice sleek can. So pretty. Listen, I don't know, but I might have to stop drinking because some of the prices these people are putting
oh,
on alcohol lately are ridiculous. 4 packs for $20.
oof.
Oof. Let's crack this open. It's actually, this one's kind of sweet. I've had some of the other ones. Blackberry hibiscus. I like it. Tastes good. This is good for those really hot summer days when you're out there on the lawnmower cutting grass like I do. I should have done it today. I didn't do it. Whatever. I'll wait for the weekend. But you drink some of these. These are actually nice. I don't mind them. It's not that sweet. I'll give it a 4. I'll give it a 4 for a
Okay.
fruity drink.
Okay. I
So
see. I see you with the 4. I see you with the 4. Well, I got a. I got a. Are you done with it? You
yeah,
done with
yeah, I'm good. I'm good right now.
Okay, I got a. I got one. It's called Victory Golden Monkey. Let me see if you can
Yep.
see it.
Yep.
It is a Belgian style triple ale with added spice. I'm not too crazy about spiced beer or spice ales. It's a 9.5 alcohol volume, so I might be told by the end of the show. It says it is loaded with Belgium yeast character of banana and clove with an equally fruity body balance with a light earthly hop character, savor notes of orange and spice followed by a dry finish. It's a pilsner. It's a Tang hops, and it's got the Bill's master approver, Bill and Ron. So let's see how it is. It's called Victory again. I'm gonna give it a I don't know. It's 9.5. It's probably like pure alcohol. So let's see how it goes. Let me see.
By the way, comment Patriots in their house is by Jude
All right,
K. Pessler. So all right.
that's what's up.
See, we put everything out. We're good. By the way, also not to cut you off real quick, Angela said the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. That's right. So go ahead.
Be honest, something.
How's that?
Actually, this is actually pretty good. It's a little bit stronger for my liking. I think it's because it's a 9.5,
Mhm.
but the flavor doesn't have a bad. Some of these triple L's have a lot of like a bad aftertaste,
Yeah.
but this one's actually pretty good. I actually like it. So I'm gonna give this. I'm gonna give it like a 3.8. I can mess with this, but you got to be careful. 2 of these, man. If you at a tailgate party, they might be throwing you on the table. You're not gonna be the one throwing somebody on the table. You're gonna be the one being thrown in the table. So
Yeah. And Jude
like I
over
said,
there.
give it a 3.8. Oh, okay. You want to taste it? It's good, man. Y'all look it up.
I've actually had Golden Monkey. It is. It's got a kick. That's
It's got a
cake.
kick to it, man. It tastes
Yeah.
good. I like that it doesn't have a bad aftertaste. I
Mhm.
can mess with it. Like I said, a 3.8, 3.9. I'm gonna give it. I would definitely mess with this, but I would not mess with it at a tailgate party. That's for sure.
It's just one or two, and that's about it.
That's about it. That's about it. And by the way, I'm planning on going to a Jaguar game November 7th.
Oh, okay.
So, huh?
I said okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna probably, if everything goes good, I'm gonna try to do a video from the stadium, a video from the tailgate, and that way we can put it on the show. After that, this will be November 7th.
Nice. Maybe I'll. How much was the ticket?
It was $160 a whole package per person. But it's a tailgate, 4 hour tailgate, drinks and food included from 9 to 1, and then you get the ticket. It's lower section with all Bills Mafia. So
How
I'm
much was it?
excited about that. Huh?
How much?
160.
Yeah, it's good.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Nah.
It includes the food, includes the drinks. The hangout. I think Paul Poznowski's gonna be there. A couple guys, older Bills are gonna be there.
What?
So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I'm debating whether to take my wife wants to probably not go, and
But you
my
have two
brother-in-law's
tickets?
a diehard Jets fan, so I don't think he's gonna fit well with the Bills Mafia. I'm gonna
All
have to
right,
make him wear a Bills jersey if he comes.
you got two tickets?
2 tickets,
Oh boy.
unless you fly down here.
I,
If
I
you
might
fly
have
down
to.
here, I got you.
I might have to escape. I'll give you the money for the ticket.
There
You
you
know,
go.
we'll see. We'll see what happens. See if I'm allowed.
I heard that. So I'm looking forward to it. That way I can do some live feeds over there, and I'll
Yeah.
put it on the Bills Mafia page on Facebook. I'll go live and just walk around the stadium. It'll be there. It's against the Jaguars, so I'll walk around the tailgate section,
Yeah.
and I'll go live here and there on during the game. So looking forward to it, man.
No, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. Like I said, who knows? Maybe we'll see. I wouldn't mind going down there. It's warm,
Yes, sir.
especially in November. Let's see. Maybe we'll make it happen. Maybe.
You know what November means in Florida?
What? A
Not
sweatshirt?
a not a damn thing. It's still gonna be hot.
I like it. All right. So you gave that a 3.9. Let's move
3.9.
on. So we got some news recently in the league. Hey, actually, by the way, what's it? I'm probably butchering this name. It's NJ Odd K Pelliser. Pelliser? You know who that is? You know who that is?
What is it? What's the name?
NJ OOD K Pelliser. P E.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's in Jude. It's a girl, and she a diehard
Patriots fan?
Patriots fan. Boo.
Oh, all right. Sorry, I
Never
was
glad I
messing
got
up,
each other,
Andrew.
man.
Sorry, I was messing up the name. Sorry, but guess what? We're going to start off with some news for your team. Our rivals over there, they're making moves. I don't know if you saw it. See, okay, good. Andrew's not mad at me. She's smiling. For some reason, it's coming up as Facebook user. I got to go look on the Facebook page to get it out. But thanks for interacting with us. Patriots actually traded Sonny Michel to the Rams for a 2022 sixth-round pick and a 2023 fourth-round pick. So the Rams, they got some guys are banged up over there. Even though Eckler
Yeah.
said he's taking himself number one, this is going to have a great season. He's saying. So the and the Patriots have a bunch of guys stepping up at running back. They always have a bunch of running backs.
Yep.
So I guess Sonny Michel was able to,
I like Sonny Michel. I thought he was a hard runner. I thought he was a great player. Couple games not last season, season before, he kind of tore us up pretty good.
Mhm.
I like Sonny Michel, so good for him going to the Rams. But who they gonna have over there at the Patriots now as their number one back?
I forget the kid. They have a new kid out there who's been running the ball like crazy. He's been looking good. So I guess he's going to be getting the carries over there. Also, Sonny Michel said himself he was surprised. He didn't think he was going to get traded, and he got traded.
Yeah.
But whatever. Maybe it's better for him anyway. They also made a trade with the Ravens. They went and they picked up a cornerback from the Ravens, Sean Wade, who was the Ravens' fifth-round pick this year out of Ohio State. A lot of people projected him to go in the first round.
Yeah.
His production dropped, so he dropped all the way to the 5th round. But I guess Belichick thinks the guy could play the ball. What did they give up? They gave up a 2022 7th round pick and a 2023 5th round pick. So they really didn't lose nothing.
They didn't lose anything. They actually gained. And the kid
They
was
gained.
projected as a first rounder.
Well, not even that. You get a 6th and a 4th rounder from the Rams, and you give away a 7th and a 5th. So they actually got 2 better picks, got a cornerback they wanted, and they have a plethora of running backs, so they really don't lose anything in Sonny Michel, except for, the guy who's been there for a while. So, these guys, they keep going on. Freaking Bill Belichick. Yep, we do. Never do. Bill's the man. Yeah, he is. These guys putting in work, and it's ridiculous to see them still going that way. By the way, he still has not named the starter, so we don't know if it's going to be Cam or Jones. I still think it's Cam, but who knows? Now, on some other quarterback news, Ryan Tannehill. That guy. He's been placed on the COVID-19 reserve list. Yeah, he's vaccinated. It means he'll be able to return after 2 negative test results, at least within 24 hours apart. If not, he might be out 5 to 10 days. But again, he's vaccinated, so they really don't look at it that bad. Now, talking about more quarterback news, Ron Rivera, he's still not naming a starter. He's saying he's waiting for the proper moment to name his starter. Me, Magic, I'm like, come on, man. Bring me over here. I'm supposed to be the man, and now you're pulling me along. It's kind of messed up, man.
Hey, real quick, are you hearing any static on your end?
I am.
All right, let me see. I'm gonna keep talking. I'm gonna see if I get on another topic.
All right. Quick. So for poor Fitzmagic, still putting in that work. Yeah, it's gone now. So it kind of stinks, man. You would think after all this time he goes over there to bring him in to be the starter, and now they're not even willing to name him the starter. It's kind of cray-cray. More quarterbacks news. Frank Wright said all signs are positive for Carson Wentz, who's practiced the last 3 days on 7-7 drills with no restrictions. So he's playing well. It's gone now, but I say you muted yourself. So there's no restrictions. He's putting in good time. He's looking good, so that's better for the Colts. Not so good for us because, we'd rather face them without Carson Wentz. But either way, you want to be the team, you got to beat the better players on the field. So good for the Colts and Frank Wright and Carson Wentz. I guess Carson Wentz heard, all those quarterback rumors bringing somebody else in. He's like, I'm healed. We'll be all right.
The Colts are going to be dangerous this year. I'm just going to throw that out there.
They're going to be what?
Dangerous. We play the Colts.
Oh, yeah.
I'm predicting actually a Bills loss against the Colts. One of my losses. We're going to go ahead, next week we're probably going to go ahead and give our predictions for the season in terms of record. And we're probably going to have to see what the 53-man roster is going to be finalized by next week. So
you said you pick them to lose to the Colts?
I picked us to lose against the Colts as one of the losses. Why you got to sick them on me, man?
What you say? What you say?
Why you got to sick old Bruce on me, man?
By the way, it's only 2 weeks. Season starts in 2 weeks. So
hey, I'm going to another form. See if you can
all right, you switch it.
See if it comes in.
All right, let's see. You want a triple team here? Look at this.
Oh, God, look at that. Double up.
Hold on. Let me mute this one. Go ahead.
All right.
Yeah, there you are.
There. Is that better?
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna make something.
There you go. I removed that other Vinny.
All right.
Doppelganger.
That's my evil twin.
Your doppelganger is gone.
My evil twin eating pizza. Look.
Man, what kind of show is this?
Eating pizza and drinking a golden monkey because I'm celebrating the trout season.
Oh, trout season? Nice.
I'm saying trouncing of the
Oh, the
Chicago
trouncing
Bears.
of the Chicago Bears. Yeah, we'll talk about that too. Real quick, Sean Payton, another guy. He says also no time. Oh my God, I can't even speak. No timetable to name their starting quarterback. I don't know if you watched some of that game. I mean, what's his name looked good. Winston actually went out there, looked good, was slinging the rock around. Personally, I think he's going to win the job. I mean, the guy's a beast if
He
he's
actually he
not
actually
throwing
looks like
picks.
he actually looks like he can see where he's throwing now.
Yeah. I think he just needs those reps. He was happy for starting a game for the first time in a long time. I think he's their better option. Listen, I like Hill, but I think Hill's more of that slash guy. I think Winston, if he could get his crap together, he could be dangerous. We know he could throw those touchdowns,
For
but we
sure.
also know he could throw those picks too. If he could control that, the guy's a beast. You know, I would have,
I think he won the job over there.
yeah,
Yeah,
I think
and
he's
if he gets on point, that NFC is going to be a little bit dangerous right there with
mhm.
Tampa Bay. I think they'll be. Yeah, but look what happened last year. They beat Tampa Bay what twice and still wound up losing. You know what I mean?
They
In the
lost in the
playoffs.
playoffs, so
But I think they'll give him a run for the money.
yeah, no, I agree. I think Winston, especially if he gets his crap together, that team could be dangerous. They still have all their weapons, so it's not like nothing crazy changed. No, man, you're drifting. Now, also, you muted yourself too. Oh my goodness, Vinny, is that monkey already hitting? Oh Lord, get a book or something.
I don't have my tablet, man, today to do my show. So yeah, I'm kind of drifting a little bit this month. Remember, I'm
Look at
giving it a 3.9, but it's a 9.5.
you
It's like
like
taking a shot. It's like taking a couple shots. So
you like remember. Look at this. Also, the one team that did name their starter was the Broncos. They've named Teddy Bridgewater their starter, which we both agreed. We thought he was going to be the starter.
Mhm.
Uh, Andrew Locke said he's humbled by losing the QB battle, but will do anything to help Teddy succeed. I mean, that's how it's done. It stings. But listen, now you sit there. You don't have all that pressure on your shoulders. Sit back, watch Teddy do his thing, and learn from him. And right, damn well if Teddy's struggling out there, they're going to pull him and put you back in. I think it's a short leash, but he got the job in there. And like I said, just sit there. You're still getting paid. Learn what you didn't know. Watch,
Absolutely.
just watch and learn, man. I think it'll be fine. I don't think there'll be anything wrong. But at least the Broncos have Teddy Bridgewater starting. At least they know he'll go in next game as the starter probably.
I
Finish
like
some
I like
work.
Teddy. I don't know about you. I know what your feelings on him, but I think he's all right. I like him.
Yeah, I like Teddy. I mean, we like I told you, we both agreed that he would be the starter. We thought he was going to start.
Yep.
uh, see all that great. He's not that great, but he'll manage the game. I'd rather have Teddy than Tyrod Taylor. Sorry to bring up Tyrod,
I
but
like Tyrod. Well, who's gonna be? What's going on over there
Houston.
in Houston?
For all I know, it's Tyrod Taylor. For all I know, I don't even know who their backup is. I could look it up, but I really don't care. Deshaun, this whole let's go into this. The top NFL 100. I'm looking at that list, and come on, man, Deshaun Watson's like down there somewhere. The guy, really? Come on, stop it. Did he
Yeah.
even play last year? He got hurt, didn't he? I don't know. I'm seeing cornerbacks way ahead of Trey White. Trey White finally gave up his first touchdown this year, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And you got these guys all better than him. Some of these other cornerbacks, I'm like, come on, some corner from the
Man,
Giants.
I saw a list of quarterbacks for this year coming up
Mhm.
where actually Josh Allen was ahead of Mahomes in certain categories.
Yeah.
Well, Mahomes was still number one. Josh was number two. But down at number 15 slot, they had Trevor Lawrence. How they gonna have? See, what gets me is I know Trevor Lawrence is good. He was good coming out of college. He's number one draft pick. This and that. But he hasn't played a snap in the NFL regular season game. How are they gonna have him ranked literally on the top 15? How's that even possible? Who comes up with these numbers that this guy is he that that good that they're already projected them to be in the top 15 quarterbacks. I mean, if you go down the line, I think every single quarterback that's out there right now, I would put him at actually 32 because he hasn't taken a snap in the NFL. Look what happened with Justin Fields, talking
Yeah.
about the game was slow, this and that, and he got cracked against the Bills. I mean, we could talk about it later on during the game about what
Yeah.
happened during the game, but was that an illegal hit to you? Was it a
No,
good hit to you?
I think it was a good hit. He hit him with his shoulder first and then went up, I guess.
Yeah.
I thought it was a good hit, but you
It was
can't.
close. It was close. I'm not gonna lie. It was close because it was kind of similar to that Pats hit against Josh Allen. It was real close like that. But
Yeah,
but that you can't come in the league talking crap
yeah,
because that gives motivation to the defense. Whatever defense you play, it's gonna give motivation. If I say, if I'm gonna start a quarterback from the Bills, and I say, hey, the game.
well, you froze, Vinny. You're frozen. Anyway, what you're saying, yeah, if you're drawing attention to yourself, and well, we lost Vinny, so he'll be back. You're drawing an unnecessary attention to yourself, and these defenses are going to eat you up. And I don't know if the list he was talking about, he's coming back. Let's see. There you go. You're back.
Yeah, I'm back.
So you were saying you're drawing attention to yourself. And go ahead.
Absolutely, you're giving the opposing defenses ammunition in the locker room. You know what I mean? You're in the locker room, and the coach, the defensive coordinator, is going to be like, "Look what this guy said. Look what he said. Oh, the game's slow. Are you guys going to do something about it?" And it gives you motivation. You know what I'm saying? So now you're going to get that extra step to get this quarterback. Look what happened with Tua. Tua said pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
And now Justin Fields said that he was surprised how slow the game was. Well, let me let you know something. It was third stringers, second stringers coming in preseason game, and they got you. So you need to just keep your mouth shut and keep plugging away and keep working, because if not, all you're doing is giving motivation for these opposing defenses to come and get you. And the way the Bills played, they're gonna come and get you. I like what I saw with our defensive ends.
Yeah.
I like the blitz packages they started putting in. So I'm excited. I think with the acquisition of our defensive ends in this draft that came up, and AJ Epinesa stepping up, I think that's what actually Brandon Beane and McDermott felt as a needed piece for the puzzle to be able to beat Mahomes.
Yeah.
So if we get into that championship game, if we get pressure against Mahomes, like what happened in the Super Bowl, I think we'll be able to go to the Super Bowl. So I think they did really good the way they drafted with our defensive ends.
Yeah, no, listen, I agree. And with the guys saying this, hey, man, like Fields should understand. Okay, yeah, you could say it looks a little slow or whatever, but you have to understand this is preseason, and you're going against the 2s and 3s. You're not even seeing the 1s. And, he's not going to start. If they start, it's going to be tough. What list were you looking at when they put out for the top quarterbacks like that?
Oh, shoot.
Like for fantasy or something?
No, it's actually a list. You know what? I was driving from Virginia home, and I was going through some different pages and stuff.
Yeah.
And it come up. I wish I would have saved it, but like I said, Trevor Lawrence was in like number 15 position.
Yeah,
and I'm like, how do they even come with that? I just, kind of glancing at it, and I was like, how do they? I don't know if it was CBS Sports, but I don't want to I don't want to throw no names under the bus. So I'll take it back. Next week, I'll look for it and I'll tell you about it next week. But there is definitely a list going out there. And they had Trevor Lawrence at number 15.
All right, so I'm murdering names today. So we had this guy or lady, Ugenti, say that NFL players vote on it. Yeah, I know. Okay. I get the players vote on it. And a lot of the times it's more like popularity contest kind of, because you got, what was it, Jalen Adams or Sam, whatever his name, the safety that was on the Jets. He's ranked, I think, in the top 30. And Trey White's all the way at 95. Come on, man. That guy couldn't cover like freaking Trey or do what he had to do. It just makes no sense. And some receivers were in front of him cold. And don't get me wrong, I know I'm a Bills fan, but you got the best slot guy in the game, and he's all the way at number 96 while you have other wide receivers down below. Makes no sense.
Look at Jordan Poyer.
Jordan Poyer
snuffed from the Pro Bowl.
Micah Hyde not even on
Micah
the list.
Hyde, yeah. Look
I
at
don't
their
think they're
numbers
going
in comparison to all the other safeties in the league.
to. And
They have the top numbers that were snuffed.
I don't think they're going to be in the top 10. So I
No,
know
but
they're
I'm just giving you an example of how
I know. I'm
Buffalo
just
as a
saying.
small market team gets snubbed all the time. And that's just an example with Poyer not making the Pro Bowl. Because he had the numbers. I think he was one of the best safety in terms of numbers, and he still didn't make the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, no, he is one of the best guys, and he's not, they get snuffed all the time, and he's not going to be in the top 10. I know that.
Yeah.
But you got other safeties in the league who are not as good as him that are on this list. The problem is, by the way, my buddy Michael Torrado from high school is saying, "Yo, I see what you're doing. You're doing your thing, Will. What's up, Mikey?
What up, Mike? Thanks for joining the show, buddy."
Our buddy Chris Kamek is saying, "I'm drafted tonight. Which running backs do you think I should target?" I gotta do fantasy, son. John Beelan's jumping in. Look at this. Josh Allen, the new Jim Kelly. That's right, John. It's been a while. How you been, buddy? We gotta have you on the show. Chris, it depends on where you're picking, son. It's just a popularity contest. It's kind of tough. Some of the guys that are on there, I get it, but somewhere their ranking makes no sense. At least, we got Stephon Diggs at number 11. I guess he led the league. Would I have thought Stephon Diggs would be at 11? No, I thought he would have been a little further back.
Top 5. I thought he'd be top 5, man.
Did you think top 5 in the league?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so right now, I bet you. So at the top 10,
let me ask you a question. Did they have Jalen Ramsey ahead of Trey White on that list?
Yeah, he's like all the way down.
I rest my case. It's a shitty list. Oops, did I say that?
That's fine. Say what you want to say. Again, it's by the players, but come on, man. Like everybody, I think the problem is, what's it called? They like people who talk smack. I like people who talk. Trey and them not talking. Starts at 9. What pick do you have, Chris? Come on, son. So they like guys who talk smack, and the Bills aren't really talking smack. They're not about that. They're just putting in the work. So Stephon Diggs at 11, I thought that was kind of high. I don't know if I would have had him at that. Or maybe I would have had him like closer between 15, 20 maybe as all the players in the league. But hey, I'll take it.
Who you talking about?
Stephon Diggs at 11.
Come on, man. The dude led the league in everything.
That's true. That's true.
That's an automatic bump up right there, man. When you lead the league in your position, you should be way up at least top 5. They got the quarterback, and then second of all, it should be a running back and then a wide receiver. In that top 3 right there, you should have the top 3 statistical.
Okay.
But they're going for a popularity contest. And by the way, I'm apologizing, but I ain't apologizing because I came from work. I didn't eat dinner, so I'm eating pizza and enjoying this beer at the same time while we talk.
All right. Listen. Who do you think is going to be number 1? Tom Brady or Mahomes? Because that's who it's going to be. Your top 10, you're going to have, what is it, Darnold? I don't even know if Darnold, the defensive tackle, is picked yet because I didn't look. But Josh Allen has to be in the top 10.
Absolutely.
Where are you going to put Josh? If you go by, it's probably going to be like the top guys are going to be
number 8, 7 or 8.
Probably
7, 8 because you got the leading quarterback.
It would
probably be. Are you
going to put Brady at 1?
It could probably get Brady at 1, man. I mean, as much as I hate to say it, you could mute me and you could put the beep if you want, but he's the GOAT.
Yeah.
You can mute me. You know what I mean? He just won the Super Bowl. I hate to say it, but he's number 1. Then Mahomes will go down a little bit because you're going to have to go by position pretty much. You go the quarterback, then you get the number 1 running back. Yeah. So who do you think was the number 1 running back this year?
They're not going to put the number 1 running back that high up.
You don't think so?
I think it'll probably end up being like, if they do it right, it'll be Brady, maybe Mahomes or Darnold. Right, I always mess up the defensive tackle for the Rams.
But if you go like that in terms of quarterbacks,
then Mahomes 3.
Yeah, then you're gonna have Josh Allen. Then you're gonna have what's the name from Green Bay. So are you going to have
Rodgers
4
at
quarterbacks in the
4.
top 10?
That's probably how it's going to be. It's going to be. None of
Well, I
them
don't
are on
like
the
that.
list.
Well, I
You
don't like
cannot.
that.
Yeah, I get it. But they consider him the best players. You know, Mahomes the best player. He was all
Yeah.
upset last year that Darnold took the first one. So it was like him, then Mahomes. But how can you not put Brady at number 1 if the guy comes in and still wins a Super Bowl at this time and beats out Mahomes? So Mahomes should slide at least to 2 or 3.
Yep.
And then, you know, Aaron Rodgers won the MVP, so he has to be in the top 5.
Absolutely.
Like you said, Allen has to be up there. The guy, what? He I don't know if Henry was on the list yet, but if Henry wasn't on there, Henry has to be in the top 10. The guy is a monster at running back. So either him at 5 or 6, and then Allen after that. Allen was second in the MVP running.
Yeah.
So, you know, but again, it's all about the players. So who knows what they picked? It just makes no sense.
And as a player, would you rather? Okay, this is a good question. I want to see how you answer this, Will. As a player, and you're in the top 10, would you rather take it from, let's say, the ranking from, like, let's say NFL Network or CBS.com or ESPN, or would you rather have it from your peers, the players? Which one would you think is a more valuable, more meaningful ranking?
Probably my peers.
So then that list is right for what you're saying because it's from the players.
See, but no. See, you as
see
a
what I'm
player.
saying? Is it a statistical thing or is it a popularity contest is what I'm getting?
Well, that's the problem. The problem is if you're going to rank it as a player by what that person's done, then okay. If you're doing it as, yo, he's my boy, I'm going to put him up as high as I can. Yo, you're going to put me on this list as high as you can, you know?
No, but even if it didn't come down to that, even if it was like you as a player and you see Tom Brady, let's say you're a defensive end and you see Tom Brady and you have to vote because you know you can't get to him. You know what I mean? And you see how he plays. Because other players evaluate other players. Yeah. So I think that list is more important to me, even though I disagreed with it before a little while ago in terms of the peers grading it. But now that I think about it, I would rather like my peers to grade me because those are the guys that are on the field and actually really see your potential and what you could do in the game, rather than the NFL Network, ESPN, CBS just are going by pure numbers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, my thing. Yeah, I agree. Like, I would rather have it. But, you know, right now, is Jalen Ramsey really the best corner out there?
Negative.
Some people will say yes. A lot of guys will be like, yeah, he's our best. I don't think he is.
I don't think so.
You know, is the guy over there in Green Bay the better corner, or the Giants corner they have better than Trey White? I would rather have Trey White over pretty much most of these guys.
Gilmore, there's a whole bunch of names you could throw out there.
Gilmore was lower down, yeah. And Gilmore's a beast too. And, you know, he's not talking trash really, even though he went on Twitter a few times, you know. So, yeah, I mean, again, if you're not really talking trash, a lot of it, you're not being heard. You're in Buffalo. Buffalo's winning. People are like, oh, starting to take notice now. But besides that, you know, if you're not BSing, they're not really looking at you.
I'm in a lot of AFC chat rooms and a lot of AFC chat rooms. And, you know, the buzz of opposing teams are pretty much the Bills got lucky. That's the gist I'm getting from a lot of the AFC Jets fans, a lot of New England Patriot fans, even the Miami fans. Miami fans, you know, I know they're on the up and coming. You know, they're trying to compare Josh with Tua. I mean, it's preseason, man. It's preseason. You know what I'm saying? They got to worry about Trubisky as a backup. I mean, Trubisky lit Chicago up like it was no tomorrow. He had like 6 touchdowns before halftime or whatever. I mean, now at this point in time, I'm more comfortable with Trubisky than I was with
Barkley.
Huh?
With Barkley.
With Barkley, yeah.
Yeah.
So
no, he looked better, and he was taking what they gave him. A lot of quick slants, You know, he did throw deep a few times, which I liked. They were trying to draw them in. You know, they were giving those quick slants, running the ball.
Yep.
And look at running with a fullback, Gillian with a block. I think it was one of the runs. I don't know if it was. They had a nice sweep,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know if they got in the end zone that one, but the guy wouldn't have
It was a
gotten
great
there.
block, though.
Yeah, if Gillian didn't put that block on that linebacker, the running back would have been tackled unless he broke for the tackle. But I mean,
Absolutely.
he would have been done. And even Gillian putting in work, carrying the ball too. He looked like a halfback out there for a little bit towards the
Oh,
end
yeah.
of the game.
And
You
they
know,
used them really well in short yardage. Being that we already transitioned now to the preseason game, we might as well just kind of get into it right now. But
yeah.
Gillian with
Let's
the short.
talk. We'll talk about other stuff. But yeah, just what were your sights on it or whatever? What did you think?
Well, I'm liking what I'm seeing. You know what I'm saying? We have the second teamers out there. I like what they did with Gillian in the short yardage situations. I like a lot of the new guys stepping up. Our defensive ends with sack each. AJ
Yep.
Epenesa's a lot of pressure. I think that's the spot that I've been watching. You know, off season with the excuse me, with the acquisition of those defensive ends. So watching the preseason, I really wasn't watching the game per se. I was literally watching the positions. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So I was looking at the defensive ends and the work they're putting in. And Boogie's putting in work. Rousseau's putting in work. That dude's going to be something special. If Bruce Smith gets him and molds him really well, this dude's going to be an all pro. I'm saying it right now. This dude is nasty. AJ
Who do you think's
Epinesa
going to be
stepping up.
better?
Huh?
Boogie, who do you think is going to be better, Boogie or Rousseau?
I think Rousseau. Rousseau, he's so like lanky. Like his arms are so long, man.
I think
Like he
Boogie.
was getting blocked and he still was able to. It was crazy. I want to know. One thing I'm gonna do after the show is I'm gonna look up his wingspan because the dude's arms are
He's
like
huge.
super long. I don't know. Did you notice that? Like
Yeah, he's huge. The guy that's why Jerry Hughes is like, listen, man, go watch footage of Mario Williams. He's like, you got the
he
same
looks
build. You're
just like
just so
Mario.
big.
It's like similar.
Yeah, he's like, go watch film on him. But me, I'm taking Boogie. I don't know why, but
You like Boogie Basham? You like him better?
I, like. I
You
don't
like
know
his
if I
drive.
like him
That's what it is.
better. I think if he gets, I think his numbers will be better than Rousseau, at least this year, if he gets that same amount of playing time.
Mm.
That's me. But
They
we'll
got so many rotation guys. They got Hughes. Now we got to figure out 4 deep. AJ Epinesa, Basham, Rousseau,
yeah.
Hughes. Now, what you think? They're going to keep them top 4 there? Or somebody going to go down? What do you think?
But that's the thing, unless you're going to run 4 or 5, you know, you got Hughes and Addison, unless you're getting rid of one of those guys.
Mario
They're
Addison.
both,
That's right. I forgot
they're
about
both,
Addison.
they're both on their last year.
Year of the contract.
You know, I wouldn't get rid of them. You got
No.
Addison and Hughes, both older veterans, smart. Now you got AJ in his second year. I would keep a 5-man rotation with Boogie and Greg. Then you go into the defensive tackles. Are you keeping 3 or 4? You know, Phillips is banged up right now, so that kind of helps with that rotation. So you don't know.
Mm.
You know, so that's my thing, because you can't put those guys on the practice squad. You
No.
can though, because you could protect them. So you could put one there and protect him.
You got to make sure. We got to remember too. You know, we got to cut down to the 53-man roster. And I'm pretty sure there's going to be some trade going on. You know, somebody's going to trade somebody something. So who do you give up? You know, I've heard there might be even trade rumors with Jerry Hughes being gone, but I don't think he would be gone because he's got 1 year left in his contract. Why not just finish him up?
Depends what you could get for him. Besides messed up, but okay. You have these young kids that could slide in. All right, let's just say you trade off Jerry Hughes. I mean, what are you going to really get for Jerry Hughes? Are you going to get anything better than a 4th round? I don't know. Now, do you really want to give up Jerry Hughes, his knowledge and everything, for a 4th round?
Yeah.
Will, who's
It ain't worth
screaming my name? Who's screaming my name? I got to see. I don't even know. Oh, what up, Joe? This is my buddy Joe's show. How's it going, buddy? Haven't seen you in a while. But are you going to give up? If I'm not getting better than a 4th round pick, I don't think I'm giving up Jerry Hughes, because his knowledge and what he could help teach these kids. At least for this last year. Next year, they're gone. He's gone. Addison's gone. And then you're going to have AJ, Boogie, and Greg, and whoever else is there. Now, are you going to get rid of the defensive end from, where's he from? The UK? Echo, I forgot his name. They're saying he's looking pretty good. He might be able to be on that exempt list, but if you put him on that, then he can't be brought on to this league. So you try to get him on your practice squad or something. Who knows? That's where I'm going to have more of a problem. Next week, I won't be on the show. I might have to pre-tape my stuff and you guys play it out. Bobby's co-hosting the show with Vinny next week. I got stuck at work, so I can't get out of it. So, I'll have to come up with a roster. And that's my thing. Like I told you, it's wide receivers and defensive line. Those are my two things where I think I'm going to struggle more with the squad. Talking about that real quick, the Bills ended up cutting 5 players to get down to 80. They cut out tight end Bug Howard, offensive lineman Tyler Gauthier, linebacker Terrell Adams, safety Tariq Thompson, and wide receiver Lance Linier. So that was the guys they cut to make it to 80. And again, we have the exception because of Christian Wade being player for the UKs or whatever. Real quick, also, I'll touch on this before we move on. Roger Goodell on Bills Stadium situation focused on public-private partnership for a new stadium in Buffalo. But the Pagulas, they ended up putting out a statement for it was a Pagula Entertainment and Sports Entertainment or something like that. The city of Buffalo and the state are going to decide if they want a team. What?
They ain't going nowhere.
That's crazy. First of all, they were like, boom, you want a team or what? You don't want a team? Oh, it's crazy. But anyway, the local officials went there on Monday, met in person with the Bills. Don't know what happened. Haven't got any update on that. But that's what's going on there, which is kind of crazy the way they said, yo, you want a team? You better step up. That's pretty much telling them you got to front a lot of that. Whoa, somebody's name finally shot out. Matt Staffiero. What's up, Bills Mafia? Matt from Rocky Mountain Sports Report in Broncos country.
All right.
Big Teddy Bridgewater starting for the Broncos.
Yeah, man. Congratulations for Teddy.
Pagula's playing hard with that stadium. Yeah, they are. They need to they have all that money. Like, stop it. Stop asking up. Broke town in Buffalo to foot the whole bill. That makes no sense. It's crazy. Stop it.
Listen, I kind of agree with Matt. I think the Pagulas are playing hardball. Look what happened last year in terms of being a small market, and they had, 3 or 4 primetime games. This year, they got a whole bunch of primetime games. So that's going to bring a whole bunch of revenue to Buffalo. So I think he's right. I think Matt's right. I think they're playing hardball. Just to try to – they're not going anywhere. Buffalo's there's no way Buffalo's going to get out of there. There's no way. You know what I'm saying? So I think they're just playing hardball to get a little bit of money from the state or whatever. But they're gonna dish out a lot of money. Don't get me wrong. I don't think they're going anywhere though. And then you got the people from Toronto and everything like that. They're not gonna have that crap.
Dude, not even that. Like I said, if the Pagulas take the Bills out, they better take the Buffalo Sabres, the hockey team, their hockey team, with them. Because I think Buffalo will revolt, would be like, we're not supporting this Buffalo Sabres team. Just take them with you.
Hey, listen,
I tell you right now.
After this season, last season, it's hard to root for the Buffalo Sabres, but that would put it over the top. We'd be like, you know what? You taking that? You take
this damn team with you too. If I was to put in Buffalo, I would be like, adios. I'm not supporting this team. Sorry, you're going to take our main squad because we didn't foot the whole bill. Take this crappy squad too. By the way, I'm cracking open another press. This one is, what is that? Grapefruit cardamom. I haven't had this one.
Kind of sounds good.
It actually is pretty good, not too sweet. So I like it. Here we go.
I'm still with this Victory Golden Monkey 9.5. I'm almost done with it, but
it's different from the Blackberry.
Is it?
By the way, Chris, if you're still listening, don't know your pick. Let me go see if you put it up there. I don't think you did. Just says starts at 9. Uh, dude, the main guys, Henry. If you can't get Henry, I think Saquon's going to have a really good year this year. Chubb is going to be a beast unless he gets injured again. I picked him last year. He got injured. I don't know. Maybe I was the kiss of death. Delvin Cook from Minnesota. He's going to get a lot of ball. If you want a wide receiver, dude, get what's his name from the Saints? Kamara. Who else? Real quick. I think the running back in New England. He's going to have a good year. I think he's going to get a lot of the carries. The kid, I don't know his name, but he's been tearing it up in preseason. I know it's preseason, but they like running the ball, and that guy's good. He's going. Who else? I'm not sure right now. Zeke, I don't know about Zeke. I don't know if I would trust Zeke too much this year, but that's it. Yo, Matt, thanks for hopping on and at least sending that question or comment.
Yeah, man.
We should have you on the show one day, bud. You could come on. We could talk. Let's see what else I have here.
Matt, you could eat pizza and drink beer on the air. We don't mind.
As long as you chew with your mouth closed.
That's right.
All right.
You know what I miss? I haven't seen Kirk Cousins.
None of this. Yeah, what happened to Kirk Cousins? Been a while. Moving on. Yeah, I just didn't like how they put that. The city of Buffalo and the state are going to decide if they won the game.
Too much pressure, man. Too much pressure on the people.
It's like, come on, stop it. You know, this team, the people who have taken care of your teams or supported your teams forever. You shouldn't turn around and act like that. Bills placed Forrest Lamp on IR. He's been dealing with a calf injury pretty much all preseason. So they finally just said, all right, heal up. You're on IR until whenever.
Yep.
One move. I knew it was coming, but I didn't know he was really this injured. Wade injured. Duke Williams been released. They actually just came to agreements on a settlement. I believe it was today or yesterday. That guy, I thought, you know, I always said he would have got cut. If I was another team, I would have picked up Duke Williams
right away.
I would have picked him up. I don't know why nobody did. So with Duke Williams being waived, the Bills signed running back Kyrith White, who took Duke's spot. So that was it. Sad to see Duke go, but I didn't think he was going to make the roster. He would have been
too much depth on the wide receiver spot.
Yeah, yep. And being that he's hurt, they're not waiting around. Here's some more news. Sean McDermott frustrated again. What? He's frustrated by low vaccination rate in the Buffalo Bills. His words, it's tough, it's frustrating, it's challenging. However, you want to say it, but I can't make the decision for them, you know? Listen, last week, a bunch of the guys ended up being thrown on the COVID-19
5 days
because they were in close contact with a trainer who's vaccinated but tested positive. So who was out there? Beasley, Davis, Letelier, Butler, Matt Milano, and AJ Klein all got booted because, well, I'm not sure about Matt Milano and AJ. I'm not sure if they're unvaccinated, but Davis, Beasley, Letelier, and Butler are all unvaccinated.
Oh, okay. No, I thought Beasley was the only one that was unvaccinated.
No, according to this, Davis, Letelier, and Butler were all unvaccinated.
Well, you knew something was going to happen with Beasley. You knew something was going to happen with all the exposure Beasley had of being vocal. I'm not taking the vaccination. You knew something down the line was going to happen. You just know it.
Eventually, and the thing, well, we'll keep going. Let me keep going here real quick, and then we'll go. All right. So they were in close contact with a trainer who's vaccinated but tested positive. But it's the players, you know, what bothers me, okay, the guy was vaccinated, he has COVID, but, you know, we're frowned upon the players who aren't vaccinated, who are in close contact with him. They're not. They weren't positive. He was positive. So why are you looking at these guys giving them attitude? It makes no sense to me.
Well, they're probably keeping them 5 days away from everybody because it takes 4 or 5 days before they show symptoms, probably.
Yeah,
You know, and then
I get
so
it. But
I
if
get
the
it too.
guys, yeah, if the guys were vaccinated and they got COVID, are you still going to give them the same crap? Look at the players who got COVID was what's his name, Dawkins, and he was vaccinated.
Yeah.
And the other player, I forgot who it was, he had COVID and he was vaccinated, but you're not giving them crap.
Dawkins he actually was doing bad, even though he was vaccinated. He got really, really sick.
Yeah, and that's what you're not supposed to have, or it's not supposed to happen. Moving on. But they're so mad. He's upset. The Bills actually have about 80% vaccination rate of the players, so it's not even below 80, or maybe it's 78 or 79. They're almost fully vaccinated. Why are you so frustrated?
I heard something with Jerry Jones. I think the whole Dallas Cowboy squad is vaccinated.
Some teams are 100%.
100%. I think Atlanta Falcons are all 100% also.
Yeah, but you're looking at 80% rate. All right, you're almost there. Stop being so frustrated.
You can be like the Tennessee Titans and have games almost get canceled because they're all positive and they're going to parties and catching COVID. And then, like the Buffalo Bills, not thinking they were going to play them. And all of a sudden they get blown out because the Tennessee Titans are found practicing on a high school or college facility when they weren't supposed to without any repercussions. And then they blow out the Bills.
You got to let that go. Hey. You got to let that go. Unlike that pizza, let it go, Vinny. Let it go. All right, let's move on. Per Albert Breer, he put a tweet out there via NFL media call. NFL CMO Alan Sills, quote, "Let me be very clear. I think the vaccines are working." My thing, let me be very clear. I think. You say the vaccines are working. Don't say I think. Anyway,
he's making it clear that he thinks it's working.
All right. Let me, again, quote, "Let me be very clear. I think the vaccines are working." It says medical data shows 95% of serious hospitalizations / deaths are among unvaccinated people. Okay, I'll take your word for that. Whatever, but that was him. Don't say think. You say they are.
I mean, you're not clear.
Yeah, you're not clear. You're not 100% guaranteed there.
Instead of you throw that thing, you should have said maybe.
Yeah, don't say I think. Say they are. All right, and then this is what's the kicker, by the way. And a tweet per Sport Track, when they ended up saying, if a 2021 NFL game cannot be played due to a COVID outbreak stemming from unvaccinated players tested positive, again, that bothers me because it's only the unvaccinated player. What if the vaccinated players have COVID? Is okay then? Now it's like I'm not against vaccines. I'm not anti-vax. I'm not pro-vax. So I have all my vaccines, whatever.
You see, all right, let's take it right here. You're vaccinated, right? You got your vaccines?
Yeah.
I didn't get any vaccines. So here we got both sides of the story right here.
Listen, I got it because I had to get it for work. If not, I wouldn't have gotten it. That's just me.
Yeah.
Okay. So, as I said, if it's from an unvaccinated player testing positive, no player on either team will be paid. Again, only if it's caused by either team.
So if I'm playing you and you got COVID and you messed up the game, I can't get paid now?
Yeah.
As long
as it's from an unvaccinated player. I guess if they're vaccinated, let's say you said the Atlanta Falcons are 100%. Mm-hmm. Now, there's an outbreak of COVID in the Atlanta Falcons. I guess it's okay because they're all vaccinated. That's what bothers me, which is BS.
So now, whatever teams they face, if they have to suspend the game and they're unvaccinated, Atlanta's going to get paid.
This is what's going to happen. So then the team with the outbreak will forfeit, which we all know means lose. The other will win. Duh. Now, the last thing is the team with the outbreak will cover all financial losses. So now, if nobody's getting paid, now do they have to pay the other team's salary? Or or is it possible earnings of that game? Like, how does that work?
I don't know how it works. If they both get suspended and they both then get paid, I guess it just cancel each other out. But
I don't
if the
know. They
Atlanta
have to pay
Falcons
for the
get
losses.
paid, the team that caused it, that can't, that loses the game is actually going to have to pay the Atlanta Falcons all then.
That's what I'm asking. I say I don't know the specifics because if I'm the Atlanta Falcons and I'm 100% vaccinated, and I go play the Tennessee Titans who aren't 100% and they have COVID, now we can't play. So are they paying our salaries, or are they paying? Well, they said no, right? Nobody will get paid.
Well, why can't they do like they did last year with Tennessee and push their games back?
Well, they don't really want to do that. They're trying to force everybody to get the vaccine. That's the thing. If they weren't
Mm.
trying to force the vaccine, then they would have the same things in line, which they probably should have. But like, all right, listen, we have that extended roster still on the practice squad, so why can't we use it?
Yeah.
Or is it just extended for, you know, people who are vaccinated and get COVID?
Yeah.
It's okay if you're vaccinated and get COVID. It's not okay if you're unvaccinated to get COVID. That's what drives me crazy. Anyway, talking about that, I guess the NFL has representatives in different facilities. So in the Bills facility, Isaiah McKenzie, he was warned, say, hey, Isaiah, you're walking around with no mask, put your mask on. And then I guess he was caught again running around the facility with no mask on, and he got fined $14,650 for not wearing his mask. And who else got fined for not wearing his mask? Bam, bam, bam. Cole Beasley.
That's
Cole
no
Beasley.
surprise.
They both got fined $14,650 for not wearing masks in the facilities.
You see, they were messing with Isaiah McKenzie with the mask, no mask, mask, no mask that he was concentrating on. He muffed the punt. So if they would have left him alone, he would have muffed the punt.
Listen, that's one thing. This kid, he looked good
He
in
was
that
balling.
game. He was doing everything.
Yes, sir.
Besides what you said, the muff punt, and good thing he ended up getting it back. He
Yeah.
was catching everything. I mean, Jake Kumaro, this guy again, he had a few drops. They hit his hands. He
Yeah.
was covered well by the defender. I'm not sure if that was their number one or two or three or four or whatever. They were on him. I didn't like that. It hit his hands. He dropped them a few times,
Yeah.
but he did put in work. But McKenzie was all over the place. Looked really good. So you can't hate on that kid. He's been on point. So forget that COVID crap. Listen, your team's at 80% vaccination. I understand you want 100%. I guess eventually they might give in. Now, preseason game coming up against the Packers. Your boy over here, Josh, man will be playing. He will start. Not sure. Well, him and most of the starters, I guess, will be in there unless they're banged up. They might play the first half. It wasn't guaranteed, but he's finally going to see some action, which is good.
That is good because I'm gonna chime in before the closing of the show. In his last preseason game, the first preseason game, Davis Webb was doing pretty good. I was pretty impressed with his scrambling. But this last game, man, it was not impressive. And Jake Fromm, I don't know. I think it's gonna be. He
Listen.
might be on the chopping block. To be honest with you, man, because he got sacked in both games that I've seen. He got sacked, I believe, twice each game. Just overthrowing guys. He doesn't seem comfortable in the pocket. Davis Webb, like I said, the first game looked all right with the scrambling.
Yeah.
He was doing okay, but this last game wasn't doing too good. So I'm gonna keep an eye on both of them this weekend. I'll give you my assessment and see what one of them two gonna get chopped.
Yeah, I'm looking at Fromm pretty much as this is his rookie year.
Yeah.
Guy sat off on his own the whole time, practicing on his own. He was in that whole protocol for COVID just in case.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking at it like his rookie year, and we have him for 4 years or whatever. Webb got in there, and it was just ugly. Just ugly. I mean, honestly, I even tweeted about it out there. It was the guy. I'm sorry, you're gone. You've been in the league way too long for that.
It was rough.
I understand it's our third and fourth stringers out there, whatever. But dude, you fumbled the ball twice. You got hit. You fumbled the ball twice. Not good at all. You got to go. Uh,
Trubisky was very. I'm really excited to have him as a backup. I'm
yeah,
really
no,
really excited. You know, with Barkley last season, I know he lit up Miami at the last game when actually, a lot of people don't really say anything about it, but that was a playoff game for Miami. Had they won that game, they would have probably squeezed in the playoffs. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? As a wild card.
yeah,
So to see Barkley play the way he played against them, I was excited. I was happy. He put up a whole bunch of numbers. But the way Trubisky's playing now in this preseason, man, like right now at this point in time, if I would have had Barkley or Trubisky as a backup to Josh, God forbid Josh gets hurt, I would rather have Trubisky the way I've seen him play
yeah.
in terms of and even in comparison with Barkley. I like Barkley, but I
Mhm.
think Trubisky's way ahead in
Yeah,
experience and just balling. He's just more of a baller than Barkley.
yeah. Trubisky's been on point, and like I said, he took what they did. This kid looked good, Marquise Stevenson.
Yes, sir.
He's putting in some work, man. I don't think they're going to be able to let this kid go.
No.
You put him on the practice squad and secure him, make sure
Yep.
nobody takes him. But he got banged up. He
Speedy.
had to return, but he was back in practice today.
Mm-hmm.
Real quick, Bills signed wide receiver Steven Sims, formerly of Washington, and claimed
Yeah.
Rico Gafford, pretty much to take Davis's and Beasley's spot while they're out with COVID.
Yep.
That's about it, dude. We already went over a few minutes. There's my notes going bye-bye. Next week I probably won't be on here, so it's going to be cousin Vinny with Bobby.
Diggs practice, by the way. He came back from being an injury. Practice one-on-one with Trey. It's been a good thing. Iron sharpens iron.
That's
so
right.
I'm excited to see this weekend game with Green Bay. So we'll have a good assessment. I know you're not going to be here.
Yeah.
But you can check us out at Viva Los Bills on Facebook, on Twitter, and Viva Los Bills on YouTube. Subscribe, guys.
That's right. And as always, listen, I'm going to try to pre-tape my stuff, either send it to Bobby or try to put it out there. I'm going to do I guess you guys will do like the 53-man roster. We'll finish up real quick. 53-man roster. We don't have to do our picks. I guess we could do that the following week because that's opening night.
Yeah.
But we'll try to do the 53-man roster, and I don't know. I guess we'll talk.
I think I have my buddy Dwayne Smith that came last season. That's a big diehard Pittsburgh fan. He has a lot of knowledge with Pittsburgh, so I'm gonna give him a shout and see if he comes on.
There you go. We have a cameo too. Yeah, we gotta. Yeah, I said we'll have a cameo also.
Absolutely.
We also got to pick our winners of the divisions and stuff like that. So maybe we'll throw that in on next week's too.
Absolutely.
But, as always, good night. Viva Los Bills. Until next week, I'll be with you guys taped, and Vinny will be live with Bobby.